Hello ladies and gentlemen, well today we have got a video I think many of us are not overly surprised to see, and all of us are very thankful to. So if you've been following the format for the last month or so, after the first few days of Heroic Masquerade, when everyone was having a lot of fun with green, a lot of fun with white, and a bit of fun with blue, and everyone realised that, oh wait, blue's like super brain dead and just goes brr, and suddenly that was about half your ranked games every single day. People very quickly got sick of that. So unsurprisingly, it's not been a particularly popular meta. I would say probably the most hated meta in the game's history, and they definitely felt a need to do something about it. Now, they haven't actually hit the deck too hard, which I'm thankful for, and I'll explain why. So the thing to keep in mind about this deck is it's actually very budget friendly and very, very powerful. And I would say that Blue Mask on auto can probably clear a majority of the PvE content in this game at this moment in time. So, you know, all the quest modes and stuff, you can just auto through them, like a majority of them. So having access to a deck like this, which is reasonably cheap, which you can just tell to a beginner, hey, okay, so I know you want to farm these quest modes and stuff, so just build this deck. It'll cost you like 20k spirit or something, and that will that will just carry you through and let you auto farm all that stuff. And it's actually reasonably easy for a beginner to just go ahead and make, because they will be getting a solid amount of packs at the start, and there's a lot of, obviously, if a beginner started right now, they're laughing with this gold AI. Which I've been farming with this deck, so they'll be good to go. But anyway, I think this is definitely a solid deck to have access to. So I wouldn't want it nerfed too badly, but I do want it nerfed enough that everyone and their mum stops fucking using it, because it's getting really annoying. So let's go ahead and read what they have to say here. So the changes are reasonably simple for... this is the main change. Okay, I'll say like this is the main change. So a nerf to 600 BP, and the card effect increases the movement and activate the minion is only on Henshin. This is a big deal. So what this has effectively done is, one, made this card vulnerable to Megaton Hammer, which is very valuable. Once I believe Red will be swinging back into the meta in like a reasonably big way, so the fact that Megaton Hammer is going to be running around is quite relevant. Secondly, and a lot more importantly, the fact that you're not getting this restand on every single time you boost it, which was ridiculous, because you would have Pegasus, and what you do is you would Henshin into this, you would get your movement, and you would get this, you would swing with it, then you would boost it, it would restand, and you would get your movement back, like a literal refund on the cost you used to boost it. You attack it again, you move it back into base, costing 1 movement, and then you move it back out of base, and then just boost it again with another base minion, which was obviously stupid. And you could do that quite a lot. Just it was a purely function of how much movement you had at the start of the turn, really. So oftentimes this card alone could be 4, 6, 8, even 10 damage with little difficulty. And of course, costing basically no mana, just costing the boosted mana. So yeah, that was definitely a bit of a problem, and there's definitely, I think, one of the bigger problems in the deck, so I'm glad they addressed it. The second card they have decided to hit is the white base minion. This was definitely the big one, which now is... oh, bloody hell. Which now only works in white. So this is really good. I didn't think any... It should not be generic to just go like, oh yeah, no spells, because that's kind of silly. So, what does this mean now? Well, let's first let's have a read as to why they changed it. Okay, when the battle data of Kamen Rider held the other day in the rank match and the battle data of the high rank users in the latest battle were aggregated, so I'm assuming that's like the Zenon and stuff like that. Pegasus Phoenix were used. The usage of the blue Kamen Rider deck was 39.5%. That is so high. You know, that's the kind of numbers when you're looking at a 2-deck format, really. That's really high. and the winning percentage going first was 59% and second was going 60%. So this wasn't even like going first or going second. I'm sure you guys all know this already, but like, you know, the data also backs up the fact that this is not a going first or a going second based deck. You could just play it and you would win a majority of your games. The continuous attack of Bird was a very powerful combo, and by giving Attaché its courage and strength and sweat the environment, in response we decided to hit. So, oh, sneeze? No? Yes. So, yeah, as you can see, this is a bit mad, and that's the thing. It's not. This is just counting the number of people who are playing Phoenix Pegasus Blue Mask. I imagine if you were to also count Phoenix Chiron, and they might be about to talk about that in a second, this might be even higher than a 40% usage rate. So let's just have a read here. So the other two big ones they're saying is a usage rate of Green Mask was 19.4%, but a far more reasonable win rate of 50% going first and 53% going second, and White Mask with a usage rate of 9.4%, with win rate going first at 41% and win rate going second at 44%. They also say, in addition, we will investigate the environment due to the addition of new cards from Glory, and they're going to keep an eye out, and basically, if stuff needs nerfs, stuff will get nerfed. So, and then obviously they're saying that if you want to go ahead and nuke your copies of these cards, you can. And you'll get the full refund, so I'm probably going to do that to my copies of Bird, because, you know, why not get that full refund? I'm not planning on playing the deck once I get a new top tier Glory deck I can also battle with, because, you know, cool. But yeah, so yes, this is a pretty big deal. Do I think this is going to remove blue from the format? No. This is, as I said at the start, this is a relatively minor hit, right? They could have. There are a lot of ways they could have absolutely destroyed this deck from existing at all. Like, you know, there were a lot of ways they could have done that. They could have hit the 8-drop, who is still really, really strong, by the way. That 8-drop is single-handedly makes playing like the Blue Mask deck worth it. It's just now, like, the deck is a lot more fragile. It has a lot less kill potential, and it's a lot easier to deal with threats. Being able to target the 8 cost with spells means that you can just delete it, which is obviously, you know, plenty of decks have the kind of removal tools necessary to just go ahead and delete it. The exact same with Bird. Now you can just delete it with even more ways. You're removing that removing the outer spells was a big deal, and then obviously hitting this, removing its kill potential a significant amount. Now, really, your finisher is going to be the 8-drop. So if you find yourself in a situation where your forces are destroyed and you have no removal in hand, and they've managed to get the 8 cost out, and they can go face, and they have a ton of movement, so you haven't dealt with their movement options either, then you're gonna lose. But that's you know, this isn't, you know, before that would just be super easy, because, you know, you couldn't hit them with spells or removal anyway, so they'd be able to kill a lot earlier. That is no longer the case. So yeah, definitely really, really happy to see this hit. I find it interesting that they didn't write the amount of other blue decks, because I'm pretty sure from my ranked experience that there would have been you know, a significant percentage using Blue Mask and Blue Mask and Chiron, but hey ho. Right, so that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you find it interesting. What do you think about this nerf? Do you think they hit it harder than necessary? Do you think they weren't hard enough? Or do you think this was just right? Let me know in the comment section down below, or you can join my Discord server, or the Zenonzard community Discord server, both linked in the description, where you can have a chat about all those kind of things, and plenty of other Zenonzard or even other card game related topics in those places. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the red button, get me to 1,000 subs, I would really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers.